morning and happy fall. MSATP is celebrating the beginning of fall with a 24-hour discounted event. As a token of our appreciation, we are offering tomorrow's seminar, Are You in Compliance with Regulation 7216, for only $80. This is a half price special. So for those of you who are really excited and would like to have a nice hot buffet breakfast on a Friday morning, please join us tomorrow at Martin's West, Friday, September 27th, from 7 to 8:30 is going to be breakfast, and then the seminar is going to start at 8 o'clock. So for those members and non-members, come join us. It's at $80 for 4 hours of CPE. What a deal, what a price. Coming out and enjoy a nice hot breakfast on a fall morning. Now, this morning I attended a meeting with the Commissioner of Dollar, Deborah Gorman of the Controller's Office, Dollar and the Controller's Legal Counsel, Robin McKinney and Rob Bader from the Maryland Cash Campaign, and Mike Kohler, member of the MSATP CPR Committee. With the meeting this morning, we addressed two issues. First one is, what is the final decision on out-of-state preparers who are preparing Maryland returns? Are they or are they not required to register to Maryland as a registered Maryland tax preparer? So after our discussion today, it seems to be that we need to do some further research. So I'll have to keep you posted on that. So, right now, if you feel that you're doing Maryland returns, I just really have a feeling that you need to be registered. And then the next question, what steps are taken to stop or file charges against tax offices that are closed by the Controller's Office? Again, so, our today's meeting was to see about working together as a unit and to get that process down so that we can deal with these issues quickly. So again, we're going to do some further research on that, and we'll get back to you on that. Now, also, I got two notices from the IRS. The first one has to deal with your cybersecurity. And it states, summer is over and it won't be long until you'll be sitting down at your computer to renew your preparer tax identification number for 2020. So the new renewal time will be in mid-October. And you will notice a data security responsibility statement has been added to the P10 renewal process. This reminder serves as a reminder of your legal responsibility to have a data security plan in place to protect the data of the taxpayers who you represent. So when you're completing the P10 renewal, a checkbox will be available to confirm that you are aware, that you've done your due diligence, and that you have the things in place that you need to take care of. Remember, data security is a very hot topic, and it's the one that we all have to be aware of. And as tax professionals, we really need to be aware of this because we're dealing with a lot of data for many of our clients. So this is very important that you really take this in consideration. So take a look at that, and you might want to take a look at the data security plan that you can find under the Federal Trade Commission's page, Safeguard Rule. Remember, protecting your clients is not only good for business, it's also the law. Okay? So just be aware of that. So I would suggest you even also some additional information can be found in publication 4557, publication 5293, as well as the Identity Theft Information Guide for Tax Professionals. Now, before this morning's meeting, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was out in Indianapolis at the NASBA National Registry Summit. And what this conference is for CPE sponsors to go out to see what's going on. So we heard some presentations from some great speakers like Kenneth Wesson of the Educational Consultant and Bill Sheridan of the Business Learning Institute. We learned about all the new CE standards that are coming in effect as of December 1st, 2019. So not only do we have to deal with changes in tax law, there's also new changes in the requirements on what you need to do to keep your license. So so some of these standards are, some very administrative things. So nothing that's really going to jump out or make a change. for the people in Maryland. However, there is some big changes going on in other states surrounding us. So, and I know some of our members are multi-licensees. So I just want to bring a couple to your attention. So in New Jersey, as effective 9/3/2019, will now be including blended learning programs. Now, this has already been permitted in Maryland, so now New Jersey has picked it up. Also, effective 9/3/2019 for New Jersey, it says that a CPE credit shall not be awarded for instructing college or university courses that satisfy the initial professional licensure requirements, or for the CPA exam or a review course. So that's kind of interesting. Also, Pennsylvania has House Bill 64. Now, this one has not been passed and it does not have an effective date, but it's still going through the PA legislation. What this bill provides for a carryover of any continuing education credits in excess of the number required for the biannual renewal. This carryover will only be valid for one biannual renewal. Again, we don't have an effective date yet, so it's still in the process. On New York, effective 1/1/2020, and this is Senate Bill 8522, removes the 3-year exemption of mandatory continuing education for a newly licensed CPA or PA. So New York still has both CPAs and PAs. Now, this one I really thought was interesting. Effective 12/15, Wisconsin CPAs will now be required to do 80 hours of CPE/CE every 2 years. This will be starting after renewal occurring on December 15, 2021. So you got to start getting your credits now, because anybody who's going to renew their license effective after December 15, 2021 will have to have CPE. You know, that's interesting that Wisconsin is probably one of the last ones to require the CPE requirement. Now, two additional things passed over my desk in the last hour. So that's one of the great things about Facebook Live. You get the hot off the press. So the first thing is I received notice from the controllers that tax order 09-19 Marketplace Facilitators is now available on their website. This notice talks about the House Bill 1301 that passed during the 2019 legislative session. Under the new law, marketplace facilitators must collect Maryland sales tax, Maryland sales and use tax on a retail sale or sale for use by marketplace sellers to a buyer in Maryland. The marketplace seller is not required to collect sales or use tax if the marketplace facilitator collects and sells the use tax. The law is effective October 1st, 2019. So that's next week. So what this is, this gives you it's a 4 or 5 page document, answers all those questions that we've had about the marketplace facilitators. So if you collect sales and use tax, you might want to take a look at that. Again, that's tax order 0919, and that can be found on the controller's website. The next thing that passed over my desk is from the IRS. The IRS has reported that an error was made on the worksheet titled 2019 Tax Computation Worksheet using maximum capital gain rates in Form 1041-ES. So that's the estimated income tax form for estates and trusts. So apparently a corrected worksheet is now uploaded. And if you downloaded this form before May 16th, don't use that one. Anything before May 16th it's not a good form. It's not calculating correctly. Make sure you download the new one again, the new one. So again, that's for Form 1041-ES, the estimated income tax for estates and trusts. Very important information. Now tonight, to change gears a little bit, tonight MSATP will be hosting their highly anticipated Business Matchmaker event. So tonight we still have some space available, so you can join MSATP with an interactive panel where previous practice owners discuss what items to look at when selling or buying a business, what they wish Also, they're going to talk about what they wish they known before they bought or sold. And they're going to share all their experiences with the audience. Again, we do have a few spots left. And if you want to join us, it's going to be here at the office, here in Columbia, 10630 Little Patuxent Parkway. And we're going to have a light dinner around between 4 and 5. And then we're going to start the program around 5. So make sure if you have the time, stop on by. We'd love to see you. Also, to complement this program, the MSA team of volunteers now have their fall and winter slate of lunch and learns in place. This year, for the end of the year, we're going to do 3 lunch and learns, one in October, one in November, and one in December. The October one is going to be Monday, October 28th from 12 to 1. It's going to be called It's a Wonderful Deal, Selling a Practice to Achieve Your Goals. As you can see the pattern here. The next one is Monday, November 18th. And that's from 12 to 1. And all these are webinars. This one's going to be presented by Robert Carter of Hertzbach and Associates. And it's going to be entitled Evaluating Topics for Business Owners. And then the last one is going to be Monday, December 16th from 12 to 1. And we're going to have Dave DeJong from Stein, Sperling, and DeJong. And this one is going to be addressing the code section 262. I'm sorry, my tongue tied. Code section 274. How entertaining can your business afford to be? Learn about code section 274 and the changes from the Tax and Jobs Act. So these are very important. And I think I forgot to say who the speaker was on the October date, and that's going to be Carl Schwartz. So again, great speakers, great content. And again, as members, you get all 3 of these events for free. And you just sit at your desk, have a nice sandwich, log in, and you can hear a great topic from 12 to 1 at no cost. Another great member benefit. So you don't want to miss out on that. Now, again, we actually have a short show today because actually, like I said, we have the Business Matchmaker program tonight that I need to prepare for. But I just want to take a final note and say, I know everyone is about to enter into the busy season. It's only 3 months away. And we're also entering in our busy seminar season. But I just want to take a moment and thank everyone, the members, the staff, and the volunteers for their continued support of the society. Our success is because of you. You are our foundation, and we really appreciate everything you do on what you do to support the society. So I want everyone to have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week.